How's it going? I hope you're doing just as good as I'm doing. I know you must have missed me. But, more realistically, I missed you because I sat in a car for 8 to 10 hours yesterday driving my happy ass from Pensacola to Orlando, and it was not fun. But, I'm not even thinking about it because today's workout was so much fun. I've been talking a lot recently in the past couple videos about how I'm leaving town for a week, which is tomorrow night. So tomorrow will be the last weightlifting video in a minute until the new year. But I had such a fun time because I've been just focusing on I wanted to hit comfortable heavy stuff before I left town to make sure I maintain my strength. Because, at least to me, I don't think there's that much of a point in training with high volume unless you're a bodybuilder. But if you're a strength builder, I don't think there's much point in training high volume when you're not going to be able to stay consistent on the program. Because the whole point of that volume is to stack it up week by week on top of each other until you hit that heavyweight right at the very end. It's what primes you. So I'm very happy that I'm hitting new weights today. And I've been hitting new weights these past couple of days without really even having to try that hard. It just shows how well the program's been going, and it's very confidence boosting, Physically, I'm going to smack that bitch with a 9.5. Oh, man. I felt on top of the world today. I just came in. I didn't do Olympic today, so it's my first time not wearing leggings in a long while because I bleed when I don't. But it was really fun to feel my knees are so explosive right now. Back when I was 18 turning 19, still ego lifting, not really giving a shit about my body, tore my low back on both sides, and I almost blew out both of my knees right when I started Olympic weightlifting. And it was my wake-up call to get my shit under control and to see how far this program has really flourished and how well the results have come to me because I've stayed committed. Man, I'm telling you, I know people are scared of their joints and stuff, but if you do this kind of training, regardless of Olympic or powerlifting, if you maintain comfortable weights and focus more on the set or rep volume rather than the constant trying to beat your new record, that will make your joints and ligaments so damn strong. My knees have never felt more alive. And I am sure a lot of you are having some shoulder and or knee issues right now. So, take the weight down a little bit. When I started getting my form under control and really focusing on getting my body comfortable, it's not natural to keep your weights at the same maxes because it's just gonna, you train that way with those maxes way harder than you're going to do with the new program. So, take it down a little bit. I took my weights down 40 pounds and built it back up, and now look at me, So, anyway, I'm going on way too many tangents right now. We're going to speed this shit up real quick. Mentally, it physically was a 9.5. Just because of how fun this week has been and how reassuring and confident I've become because of the results of my program truly being shown through the effort that I've been putting into these past workouts. And more importantly, I've just been having fun. I didn't go into any of these workouts worrying about hitting any new weights. I just wanted to hit whatever felt comfortable that was heavy. And to my surprise, I essentially hit all new weights, PR sets and reps of all my shit. It was really cool. So mentally, we're not perfect. We're never going to be perfect. I can say that. But I'm at least going to put it at a 9.6 because I've never felt so driven, I've had greater comebacks before from low times, but man, the passion is swirling. And believe it or not, a lot of that is because of the people that keep watching, you guys. It makes me feel good. I feel like most of the things humans do are very much partly for the attention it brings. And I'm all about it, embrace it, enjoy that attention. It makes you confident, makes you enjoy who you actually are rather than what you think other people should see you as. But kind of along all the stuff that I'm going on a tangent on, I thought that to, break the ice a little bit, just have a nice conversation before I leave town. You'll see me tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. But just in case, I'm going to talk about something that seems very basic to talk about, but I think very underdeveloped in most people. And that is really taking enjoyment in the little things in life. And I know you may have been told this 1,000 times, whether it's by your family, your close relatives, or friends, or therapists, whoever, the gym homies. It's much more than just a basic saying. It is genuinely a lifestyle. It's a mindset and a list of principles to live by that make you better, whether you realize you're living by new principles or not. And something that's bringing this up, seemingly out of the blue, is I've been around a lot of family recently, traveling, still trying to stay consistent with the gym while I can. But I got to hang out with my little brother, and I don't see him a lot. He's 2 states away in college at a frat house, so he's busier than me, even if I am working a job or going to the gym every day. And I love the hell out of him, but it's so hard to get to see him. And whenever holidays like this come up, it's like, as much as traveling sucks when it comes to sitting in the car for 8 to 10 hours, it's so damn worth it when you get to spend times with the people that you truly care about like this. And he, in fact, brought up to my older brother, while possibly lethargic off of a certain substance, because I've talked about how my older brother's had some mental blocks recently, and he's like on his way up. He's never been better. He's getting confident in himself and what he's doing. But my little brother was like, yeah, man, because he hasn't gotten to see him really while all this shit was going on. And he was like giving him all these pep talks, like, you gotta enjoy the little things in life. It's not just about hearing that and being like, oh, whatever, of course I'll enjoy the little things. It's like, you gotta really commit to it, and like, it's really cool, especially from someone who isn't very emotionally vocal, like a lot of people are right now. It was so fun to hear this kind of thing come out of that kind of a person. It shows me as well, especially like hearing anybody talk about this kind of stuff that I don't hear it from that often, that they're having their own personal developments and they're growing in their own way, and it's very, very cool to see. But the main point I really want to latch onto before I let you guys go for a bit is that, more than telling you that like this is going to make you better or you got to just do it and commit to it, it's not about that. It's so much more. I'm not here to be a lecturer or a parental role or some sort of influence advisor or whatever. I say these things because I truly feel like once people put their such high standards down for just even a second, it can really let you truly feel the words that people like me say. Like I've got a lot of my own shit down. We're very emotionally stable, so I am also very emotionally available, and I will never expect people to like take. This is why I say take what I say with a grain of salt. I truly mean it. It's up to you on how you want to interpret it, not because of just strictly independence as a human being, but the fact that individual thought process that you go to get to that point is what's going to make you a better person. That's how you're going to grow the best, whether it's the gym, your mental process, your family, your hopes and dreams, whatever. That personal individuality that gets you to think in the way that makes you the most positive and productive in your lifetime, that's what's important. And so when I say think of the little things, I'm not saying, oh, be more grateful. You're being ungrateful. No. You choose how grateful you want to be. Everybody's got a different standard. But once you really learn how to take hold of the great things in your daily life I'm always preaching to not bank your stuff, your happiness on the future. You got to bank it on the present day right now. You don't have to do everything right now, but you just got to enjoy this moment. You got to make sure that you can enjoy this moment no matter what happens. Not to quote Pitbull or anything. I think I'm so wrong. I'm thinking of Feel This Moment for whoever was born in the early 2000s, whatever. Getting off track again, but it's taking hold of the things that may seem neutral in your daily life, but are in fact consistent positives that only seem neutral because you experience them so consistently. The food on your table, the roof you sleep under, the water you drink, the people you interact with, the passion you feel doing whatever you may be doing. It's any little thing that you think, oh, well, that's a given. That if you're thinking that way about it, I guarantee you it's a more of a positive influence on you than you realize. Those little things throughout the day of your obligational work that gets you to survive one more day, those are the things that keep you going. And it feels so natural, especially in a world where, we don't hunt our own food and we can get success through our contacts or whatever. I think it can be forgotten occasionally when you're in a downward slope that there are truly so many more things that you have control over in a healthy way and things that can influence you in a positive way than you realize. It's not just about meeting some quota every day or making sure you hit the same achievements you did the day before. It's just about putting in the effort you got right now and taking hold of the enjoyment you can actually get, regardless of how little that effort may seem. Yesterday I drove for 8 hours, but I got home in time to go to the gym. But I thought to myself, I was like, okay, I got home safe. The drive was not bad. I got to talk to my brothers for a while. I got to enjoy myself. So if I think that sitting in a bad position for my back for 8 hours is going to mess me up, then you know what? I earned the rest day. Why not? I've been putting in the work. I've been consistent. I've remained happy and passionate. So if I need that rest day to get my ass back out at 100% the next day, then instead of thinking about what I'm missing out on, I'm going to go make do with the painful lower back of an 8-hour drive can do. I started a new art project recently, and I'm very, very excited to get to work on it. I'm enjoying hanging out with my brother. I've been watching new shows I haven't seen. I'm just enjoying what I got, and I'm putting in the effort that I have to put into those things, no matter how small they may seem to the quote unquote real world. However the real world wants you to act and conform, just know that there is so much more than you realize that you're missing out on when it comes to your own personal happiness. And not just me, I'm not fucking perfect. There are always going to be things that I don't realize I'm missing out on until I miss out on them. And that's just the learning experience you got to go through to actually get to the point of appreciating and accepting those smaller things. So, I didn't mean to get all tangenty in the first half, but I think we brought it around pretty well. So, I actually thought recently I got some good advice from a friend that I didn't even think about. I might start a Discord soon. So if you're still watching and you're hearing this, keep a lookout. I might put something in the community tab for once. And, I'm always a big proponent on sharing the knowledge I got about weightlifting. So if you ever want some advice, or if you want to see what I'm doing for my program at the moment, because it's always kind of changing, but I figured, drop the Gmail and I'll just share the documents with you that I'm working my programs off of. And, maybe everybody can just do a little bit better, and the next generation and this generation can improve much more rapidly than initially thought. But regardless of all that, take it with a grain of salt. I really mean it. It's up to you on how you want to interpret this shit. But I'm doing me, and you should do you. And be happy with what you got to do. As weird as that may sound. But seriously, enjoy what you got. it might not be around for as long as you want it to be. So when I say put in the best effort that you got today, really, even if it's not a lot, put in that little bit of effort, and it'll go a longer way than you realize. But I'm finishing off the pumpkin pie ice cream tonight and throwing away an unhealthy amount of meat because it's going to go bad while I'm out of town. But, I ate an entire pizza in one sitting last night. So I'm fucking enjoying myself and lifting heavy weights and feeling pretty. So take what you can from this, I hope you can latch onto any little thing along the way, because that's really what matters. So you do you. Enjoy life. Have fun. That's all I got. See you.